Welcome back. Today I'm going to try to play a few of the new bots on chess.com. One thing that hopefully will be a little different about this video is that I'm going to try not to do any editing because I'm 4 videos behind on editing and I just need to get one uploaded. So that's what I'm going to try to do today, which is difficult for me. I've gotten accustomed to editing where I can try to say something more than once and mess up and delete that. But anyway, Puzzles just got a major update. Okay, that's distracting, but I'm curious, what is it? Earn points and level up. That's what I was already doing. Get awards and bonuses. Okay. I'm not really curious about that, but what else is there? Oh, and compete with friends. We can already do that. That's not an update. I'm sorry. Let's go to play bots. That was very confusing because that sounded exactly like the current puzzles. Anyway, there's Valentine's bots because today is the 3rd day of February as I'm recording this. There's Bachelor number 1 rated 275, Ghosted Bot 875, DJ Ron Passant 1350, Trisha 1875, and Goose at 29.99. I'm just going to start with the lowest rated bot, let the computer choose the colors, and see how far we get in the time that I have available to me. I'm going to play the English opening. I'm going to try not to pause and have, long periods of nothing happening because that's what I normally do. I feel free to pause a lot because I know I can edit it out. Let's see, where is the bot going to mess up? Usually these bots this low mess up really early like that. Okay, it's given me a free bishop. I'm pretty sure that was good. Although I also could have gone there, but I still can maybe. Let's see what happens. Oh, they've taken the knight. I see what they do now. Are they going to save the rook? They did not save the rook, so I'm just going to take that pawn and then check. And then take the rook. And the queen won't be able to get my rook because I'm going to get my knight out here. Oh, but it's gonna get my knight. Very good. I messed up. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Well, then let's push this pawn so they can't do the thing that I was worried about them doing. Okay, they're coming with that pawn over there. I'm going to develop this bishop, maybe get the rook over, put the queen up here. I'll put the queen up there first to protect the bishop. And then I'll move the rook over this way. See what my opponent... Oh, they've given me the queen for the bishop. And I don't think that was a good move, but let's go down here. I guess they can move that pawn to protect it. They didn't, so I'm going to take it. I'm feeling pretty confident about my chances here. I'm going to go ahead and take the knight too. And I'm not worried about a stalemate because they still have pawn moves. Let's see. I can't quite get my queen in there yet. But maybe I can open up this rook here. Oh, okay. Well, I only have so many places I can move the knight, but I'm up 19 points of material. So let's just go here. If they take, that will help me open up my rook. They didn't take. Okay, well then I'm going to save my knight by going here, and I can maybe get that pawn. Okay, I will. And now my knight is protecting this pawn, so I will take it. And my queen is protecting that pawn, but if I move my knight, then they'll get this rook. So let's move the rook first. See where they're going with that e-pawn. They're not going nowhere with the e-pawn, so I'm going to take it. I don't think they'll take back. They didn't. They gave me the rook, and now I'm just going to go down there and checkmate like so. And not there because they've moved over to guard that spot. But I can go here, and then there is checkmate. Okay, very nice. Yeah, it was definitely a little bit of a challenge to not have the pauses that I normally have, and I probably did anyway. Oh, the save game button is missing. Can I not save the game anymore? Okay, they've just changed it. Instead of saying save game, they have replaced it with an icon that says save to archive. Did it save? I don't know. Let's go to my archive real quick. It did save it. Okay. Then let's go back and play the next bot. This is the Ghosted bot rated 875. Again, I will let the computer choose the colors. It's given me the white pieces again. Okay, again, we'll play the English. And we'll get the knight out. I assume they're going to play d5. I will take it. No, they didn't. What? That. All right, well, what I would normally play here is g3, but I don't know if that's good with the queen sitting there. It probably wants me to get this pawn out, but I'm going to go ahead and play g3 like I normally do and put this bishop here. Oh, they got that pawn. Oh, wow. Very nice. I did not see that coming. Okay. Then I will push this here, and I'm going to get this knight out. The ghost is... I'm not sure what it's doing, but I'm going to go ahead and do what I normally do here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, they're going to come crashing through here, looks like. I guess I can threaten their queen real quick, see what happens there. It ran away. I'm going to take the bishop, which will mess up their pawn structure, but I feel like this bot's playing pretty sharp, and I've probably missed something already. That stops this pawn from moving forward. I think now I'm going to castle so that this pawn isn't pinned and I can move it. All right. Let's actually do this first. Get this bishop off the back rank. Oh, it's too bad those two pawns are in the way. But yeah, let's get the bishop off the back rank. See where that rook is going. What? Okay. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's go ahead and play. Wait, I can just take that pawn, can't I? I think I'm going to take it. Threatening the rook. It's moved, and I'm going to bring this bishop back. But should I bring it all the way back where it was, or should I come down here and threaten the queen again? Let's come down here and threaten the queen. That's one place that some of these bots mess up, is when you threaten their queen, they'll move it to the wrong place. Well, here I feel like I should threaten the queen again with the knight. Oh, is that good? That might have been good, I don't know. And I'm not ahead any material because I lost that pawn over here by not paying attention. And then I gained it back over here. So I think we're even. I can put my queen in either one of these two squares here, C2 or E2, and then we can trade with because it's protected by the knight. But I don't know if I'm supposed to now. I'm going to go ahead and do it. See if they want to trade queens. Okay. And hopefully this bot will mess up soon because I don't feel really confident about my chances right now. I guess let's threaten the rook again and see what it does. It did that. Okay. I don't know what to do. Maybe I can hop my knight in here to d5, or they might want to trade for it right here, which is possible. They did not want to trade for it. Okay, I'm going to go in here to d5, which is a check, and I think that's a safe square. And see where they went back. Okay. Not sure what I can do from there. I can check, but that just encourages them to move this pawn forward, which I don't think I want. Let's see. I'm going to move this pawn forward and then maybe start inching up this way. Okay. That accomplished nothing. But again, what can I do about it? What can I do about it? And I'm still not ahead any material. I can threaten the rook. But what's the point of putting my bishop there? Because the rook's just going to go somewhere else. Like back where it was. I can also threaten the knight, but then it's just going to get out. I don't know. Let's threaten the rook. It's probably going to go back over there. It did not. Okay, well, I'm going to take the rook. which they undoubled these 2 pawns, but created new doubled pawns over here. Now I need to move the knight. Oh, I guess I'll put it back over here and see if they want to trade now. They did not. I am up 2 points of material, finally. I could check here, but then they just come close, and I've gained nothing. If I take the knight now, they take back, and then my rook's in trouble, so should I move my rook first? You know what? Let's just push this pawn, and then I can move my rook up 1. Oh, they went ahead and traded. That pawn's undefended, so I assume it's going to move now. It did not. Let's open up my rook. Now my rook is on a semi-open file, and this pawn is still undefended. Now I'm up 4 points of material, but I've got to be careful. Okay, I think I can just take that. I think they were trying to block my runaway here. Is that trying to sneak in this way? I don't know. Let's threaten the knight and see where it goes. It went back. Okay. Then let's throw this pawn forward. I can probably bring this rook to the open file. I probably should have done that already. Okay. I'm going to undouble my pawns here, and I assume they're going to take that. They did not. So should I push it? No. But I shouldn't put my rook on the open file either. Or you know what? Let's do it, and then we can trade rooks if they want. I'm going to move that over just a little bit, maybe to here. Now they wanted to trade rooks. Okay, now I'm in control of this file. They picked off that pawn, which I thought they were going to get earlier. I'm going to check here, protected by the rook, pick off this pawn. I am finally starting to feel a little confident in this game, although it took a while. I might as well get that pawn too, because you leave a bot a few pawns and it'll just destroy you with them, because that's the way bots roll. I can check again and then start pushing that pawn, or I could just start pushing this pawn. Let's start pushing this pawn. My rook is keeping the king from coming over there. And the bishop wants to go guard the promotion square. I guess that's fine. And I don't know how to get that bishop since we have opposite colored bishops. Not sure, but I can keep my king safe from it. I can keep my king on dark squares for the most part. Oh, the knight's coming in. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to keep going around this way with my king, trying to stay to the dark squares. It's going to get one of those pawns. I guess it's going to be that one. And then it's going to go back over there and get the other one. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Well, I'm going to come forward and then hopefully push this pawn here in a second. Okay, I'm going to push this pawn, but that's just going to force the knight to do what it should have done earlier. Oh, it didn't still. All right. And now the bishop cannot see this square, so I'm going to push that pawn. Is the knight going to come here to... I thought the knight was going to come here to try to stop the pawn from promoting, but it did not. So I'm just going to move my king over one. And now the bishop is going down there, so nothing is stopping this pawn from promoting. So that's a check. And that's a check. And then where's the king going to go? Over there. To be careful here, let's take this pawn with check. And then run. I almost went down there with my rook, but I shouldn't, because both of their remaining pieces are guarding that square. So... well, let's line up on the knight here and take it. And I'm going to be really careful about a stalemate. Let's check. And then if the king goes back, it did not go back. Okay, so if I take here, is that a stalemate? No, because the king will still have a legal move. All right, I'm going to take the bishop. I think the king has to go here. And that should be not quite checkmate, because the king can go there. And then, let's see, here, The king has to go over one. And I'm going to come here and we're going to walk it over to the edge on the A file. Like so. And then this will be checkmate. Okay, wow. All right, well, that's been 15 minutes on my end. I beat the ghosted bot. And the next one is rated 13. Saving that to the archive. But again, I don't know if it saved it because nothing popped up saying that it saved it. I'm just checking. Okay, it did save it to my archive, or game history as they call it now. The next one is said 13, was it 1375? This, by the way, is also one reason that I almost never go live, is because I have a hard time filling the dead air when I'm not editing. That's the thing. Yeah, 1350. Okay, I guess I remembered wrong. It says he's the third most popular DJ in Scottsdale, Arizona. I don't know how many DJs there are in Scottsdale, Arizona, but DJ Ron Passant might be the third most popular one there. Again, let the computer choose the colors. It looks like it's going to give me the black pieces this time. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to try this thing here with E6 because sometimes you can get into the French defense, but not if they play that. So if they play that, I think I get this knight out. And then I'm going to play C5. Guess I'll take that. Okay. Yeah, I'm really not sure what to do. I know their queen is guarding that pawn, and now their knight is guarding that pawn, so I'm just going to have to be really careful about getting my pieces out. I guess I'll put this bishop on E7 and castle before they get that pawn there to hit my knight. Oh no, if it goes forward, I'll just take it with this pawn. I'm going to go ahead and castle while the bot just plays with some pawns. Wow, okay. I guess I was going to say protect it with the queen, but then won't they just drop this knight in here? I don't know. Let's go here and see if they want to trade. Yo, they did. All right. Now where's that knight going to go? Oh, that seems like an odd place to put it, but maybe that makes sense. That doesn't do anything. I was thinking if they took, I could undouble my pawns, but what if they don't take? Then my knight's just stuck over there. I guess it has to come this way. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe I'll bring it this way, and then it can protect a pawn push here. Like so, and now I can push this pawn and drive that bishop back. Oh, it went ahead and went back anyway. All right, well, I'm going to go this way then. Get a little bit of to move the knight now, or take it. But if I take, then they can push this pawn forward, and it's a fork. I guess that's what we have to do. And then they're going to, if they push that, I can take it. They didn't. Okay. I'm going to push their bishop back a little further. It went back. I feel like I'm ahead of pawn, but I do not feel really, I don't know, safe about this. Okay, but now I have two pieces attacking this and they only have one defender on it. But the same thing is true with this pawn. They have one more attacker on my e-pawn than I have defending it, which is 1-0. But over here I'm 2-1. But I can defend that pawn first, so let's do that. And then I'll get this one, because I don't think they can add another defender to it. And then, so now I'm 2 pawns ahead. They didn't take it like I thought. It's aiming for this undefended bishop. Okay. Can I defend the bishop while still defending that pawn? No, I cannot. Actually, I can. I can bring this knight back, but that seems a little awkward. Is that what I should do? No, because then they'll just take it. When I take it, then that pawn's not being defended. So I should save the bishop by just dropping it back one and let them have that pawn, I guess. Like so. And now this bishop is undefended. So let's put it here, and they'll double my pawns again. Okay. But I'm still 1 pawn ahead. Hopefully that will stand me in good stead. That I'm just going to trade for. I'm pretty sure And this, whether I win or lose, this is going to be the last bot that I play today because of just time. I'm going to go ahead and check, which I guess they have to move their king so they can't castle. Not that they were going to, but now they can't. Okay. And I'll bring the knight over, which guards this square. We're going to trade rooks. If we trade everything, do I win because of that one extra pawn? I have no idea. But I'm not worried about this. This is defended twice. Two different pieces are defending my rook here on e8. What can I do? What can I do? Actually, I can just check them again. How about that? Can I just check them again? And then they moved over. And I could check them again here. I assumed they would take, and then I would take, and then they would come toward it, and then I would have to run away. So I really don't know. Don't know. Let's go here and see where that knight wants to run away to. It wanted to go there. Now it's defending the rook, which I just helped them. Not great, I guess. Well, let's bring another knight to play, and these two knights can defend each other. Okay, I figured they were going to take the rook pretty soon. Now they're going to go there? Yeah, I saw them aiming for that pawn. And if I push the pawn, then they get the other one. And the only way I can defend this pawn is to bring the knight back, I think, or bring the rook over. All right, well, let's bring the rook over, and that pawn. All right. Okay, they're going to pick up a pawn here, and then I'm not going to be a pawn ahead anymore. Because when they take, and then I can't defend that. Okay, let's attack the knight. See if they want to trade for it. They did not want to trade for it. Okay, then this pawn is safe for a moment. Yeah, I'm running out of options, and I'm getting a little short on time. From 30 minutes is going to be my limit, and I wanted to save some time to analyze if I lost. But coming in here, no, that's defended. Let's see, what can I do? I guess let's just take that. They're going to take with the bishop. I need to defend the knights from each other. No, wow, because then they go there. So I need to leave this knight in place. Okay, so I'll move this knight here to defend that one. They took it anyway. Okay. Oh, I should have taken with the pawn because that would have been check, maybe? Let's see. Let's get my king up here because I wanted to move this pawn. Oh, wow. All right. Had to protect that. Coming around the other way. I guess come after the knight again. Let's go back there maybe? Okay. Yeah, because I had wanted to move this pawn when the knight was sitting here on f5, but I had to come over here to protect, the other pawns. And I need to start picking off some of those, but I'm not sure exactly how. Guess I could come back here, and then but that just forces them to move that pawn. And then I go here to get that one. Okay. I think I have to take that. And now they're protecting that one. Okay. Let me go here, which protects a check down there on d2. But they did that instead, so did not protect the check on d2. Can get in front of this pawn, but then they're just going to move the other one. I'm not sure what to do. Okay, yeah. And I'm not really running out of time. I'm just feeling a little pressure because, again, I'm used to being able to just pause and think for 10 minutes and edit that out. And I need to, okay, I'm going to get the rook now for the knight. I'm going to get the rook for the knight. No, the rook for the rook. Okay, I'm just getting rid of the rook. All right. Well, now I'm going to get the other pawn because I'm going to check and get that pawn. So then they'll get mine. Oh, they didn't. I don't know why not. Why didn't they take my pawn? Now they're going to take it, right? What? Well, I'm going to get this one. So now I'm 3 pawns ahead, and they're unable to see this pawn for some reason. I'm going to protect it then and start going this way with these pawns. Like so, and then can they see that pawn? They can't see that pawn either. Okay, then I'm going to keep going. Are they coming for the knight now? Is that what it is? Okay, I'm going to protect the knight. And come over here to protect this pawn. And then and now their knight is guarding that square, so maybe they can see my c pawn. Okay, let's go with the g pawn. And if I move the g pawn again, they're going to take it. Okay. What? How do I do this? Yeah, if I just move that forward, then they take it. So what do I do now? And I can't stay here to protect this pawn. Is there a safe place to move the knight? Guess I could just go back and forth, but I don't want to draw. I definitely don't want to draw. Okay. Let's go down here. See where they go. And now I can't protect that pawn without going way back over there. Oh no, I can come back. Oh, and I just realized they could have taken this pawn because their king and knight were both there. But they didn't. Maybe because they were afraid of this one pushing. But I can't get my king through there because I've got myself all tangled up. So I'm going to have to bring my king over the other way or something. I don't know. I'm going to check them. They can take that pawn. There's no, I don't, but they didn't. What in the world? Something really strange is going on here. Okay, I'm going to move the knight here. Maybe they'll take the pawn now. And the reason I did that is because I want to push my c pawn. Okay, they came back for the knight. I'm going to defend the knight. And now I'm going to push this pawn. Are they going to take it now? No. Now I'm going to push the pawn. I figured they would check me, and now they got the pawn. Oh my goodness. But they didn't. What is going on? Why didn't they take the pawn? I don't understand. Why didn't they take the pawn? Okay. And I can't keep bringing my king because then I'll lose that pawn, and also their knight's guarding that square. And if I go back, they can check me again and win that pawn, but they don't want the pawn apparently. They've had so many chances to take the pawn. Can't check here. I can check down there, but then they just come toward it, and my h-pawn's gone. I don't know what to do. Can I give up that pawn and go for their knight? Okay, yeah, I'm not even going to have time to analyze this whether I win or lose, so I have no idea. Okay, I'm going to check them, and I'm out of time, and then I'm going to take that pawn, and then I'm going to go try to shepherd one of these pawns down. Not that one. Let's go here, see where they go. They went there. I'm going to come this way. I'm trying to get both pawns down, but their knight's really tricky right now, and for some reason, they haven't taken any of the pawns when they've had the chance. So I'm going to push this. Maybe they'll take my h-pawn now? They did not. I can't move it, but what is going on? Well, now I don't think they can catch that. Okay, can they catch it with the knight? No. Okay, I think I've got it. I'm pretty sure I've got it. I hope I wasn't wrong. Finally they took the h-pawn. Okay. And we're going to make as quick work of this as we can. Let's start with checking. I've got to be careful about that knight. But I don't think it can fork me if I go here. I was going to say it couldn't even check me. So now I'm going to let them have that pawn. I'm going to bring my king. They finally took the pawn. This is checkmate. Oh my goodness. It was 72 moves. Let's save that one to the archive as well. Again, I don't know that if it's saved without looking, because usually there's a pop-up and it says game saved. So here I'm not trusting it, but okay. I don't have time to run the game review, but I'm going to, and this will be the end of today's video. If you prefer this kind of video, let me know, but I don't. It makes me a lot more nervous knowing that if I burp or stutter or anything like that, then it's just going to be there. I made a ton of mistakes. Let's see. 5 mistakes, 3 misses, and 3 blunders. The bot didn't make any blunders, but it had 8 misses. And it does look like I was ahead the whole way, but right at the end, I kept giving it away. Oh my goodness. Let's go way down here where I was up 3 points of material, switch to the analysis board. Look at that. Okay, so end games with knights are not my specialty. That was their best move, and now I had to play f5. Okay, I guess that makes sense because the knight get protected, but what if I played f5 and they just went for my knight? Then what? Sorry, if I go this, why aren't they just going to come in here? And now I have to move the knight again. Oh no, I would get their knight, and they would get mine. Okay, wow. Or king to f7. But instead I checked here, which left me in the lead, but not by much, because it allowed them to take my g-pawn, but they didn't. And now knight to d4, which is where I just came from, was my best move. But this was my second best move to protect the knight. This was their best move. They did take that pawn. For some reason, they could see that one, but they kept missing the other 3. Knight to g7 was my best move here. To protect the f5 check. Okay. And it says they would have gotten in front of it, and then I would have not taken that pawn. All right. But I did this ridiculously, thinking that, you know, they can't take it here. But instead, they did that. When what they should have done was checked me on d6. And then when I moved over, they would have checked me here and won the h-pawn. But they came here with the king instead. And again, I was supposed to check them on g7 or d4 with the knight, but I just pushed the pawn, and that's where they hopped in here. That was a great move that tied up the game, but only because they could take the pawn. That's what I thought. As soon as they moved there, I was like, oh no, I gave them the pawn, and then they didn't take it, which is really weird. That's definitely not a human blunder. That's what kept throwing me off about this, is the bot definitely made mistakes. Some of them I noticed, some of them I didn't, but none of them were human-like blunders. And then it would make inhuman-like amazing moves. So yeah, this bot, DJ Ron Passant, did not feel like a human at all. I finally did find this. It was my best move at the time. They went in there, which is what I thought they were going to do. And now I should have played f5. But wait, they would have taken the knight. Wait, it says if I had played f5, they would have played knight to c3, I guess hoping to stop this pawn. And then I would have taken over here on h5. But taking on h5 first was a mistake. I'm still slightly ahead. And I needed to play f5, but I kept not seeing f5. So we're dead even again if they get in between these two. Wait, why not take this one? Is that because they can't catch that one? Oh no, they can take h6. Yeah, they can take h6 here. And it threw me off that they didn't. They played this, which was the best move in a different position, but not here. And now f5 is the winning move, and I didn't play it again. Because now they can take the h-pawn, but they didn't take the h-pawn, so now I can play f5. I found it that time. Eventually, you know? Okay, good for me. They went back to C3. F4, though, is not a great follow-up. That's a big, bad boo-boo, and because they can get next to it. And I can't get around it. Oh, wow. But they didn't. And I think that's when I realized that they couldn't stop the pawn. Okay. So, my goodness. I definitely need to practice on endgames. Thank you for spending your time here. I guess I'll see you next time. And I'm gonna, wow, blah, blah, blah. What I normally do is just repeat that and start again. Like, thank you for spending your time here. I'll see you next time. And hopefully next time I will edit my videos, and hopefully soon I will, catch up on the videos that I have not edited. That's it. Thank you. Bye.